Hi, welcome to Preacher Classics. This game was featured in a recent top 10 on my main channel, and I'm not going to spoil it just in case that video hasn't come out yet. But I thought, we recorded like 30 minutes of footage to put like 5 minutes of, or excuse me, recorded like 20 minutes of footage to put like 5 minutes of it into a segment in the top 10. So I thought this game kind of fit this channel. I know it's not necessarily a 32-bit or below game like I usually put on this channel, but sometimes I make exceptions to that little rule. And this game definitely has a feel of a PS1 title that a lot of the 3D games on the DS had. That sort of lower poly PS1 look, and I always liked the 3D games on the DS and that kind of aesthetic. And so, so yeah, this is Kingdom Hearts 3.5 over 8 days, or 3.5 over. I can never get the title of this game right. 358 over 2 days, Kingdom Hearts, and this game came out on the DS like back in the day, and since then, they've had all the cutscenes, the full story of this game was ported to the collections with higher resolution, and and since then I haven't really gone back and played it, so I'm not going to do a full playthrough here. Again, this was just footage I was capturing for that top 10 that I thought, I'm gonna put on the channel, because that's kind of what this channel does, is sort of one and done classic games. Sometimes I play a little bit further than one and done, but I thought it was just a good reason to put footage of this game up. It's an interesting game, a lot of interesting aspects with the technology, the DS being a sort of classic handheld console at this point, and I'm a pretty big Kingdom Hearts fan, so just a little bit of bonus content for you guys here on the Preacher Classics channel.
Oh boy. Hmm? Huh.
Again, something about these DS ports always made me think, like, if Kingdom Hearts came out on the PS1 instead of PS2, is this sort of what it would have looked like? I mean, I know it would have looked exactly like this, but, you know, it's just that sort of lower poly, less powerful hardware. Like, is this what it would have looked like if you had a PlayStation 1? I'd love to see, like, a PlayStation 1 demake of, you know, I don't know, even this game done, you know, somebody out there is a very talented programmer can figure it out. And, but I doubt that'll ever happen. But you know, it'd be an interesting experiment. But I liked this game when it came out back in the day. I think I only ever played it and beat it once. But I did enjoy my playthrough of it back in the day. But like I said, I just really haven't felt the need to replay it since. Mainly because when I want to play Kingdom Hearts, like if I've got a gameplay itch, then I play Kingdom Hearts 2 because it has the best gameplay loop. I like the combat system. I like the triangle button system. I like the command system in that game. Probably the best of all of them in the franchise. Birth by Sleep is probably my second favorite for as far as combat goes. But you know, Kingdom Hearts 2 is just top notch. So you know, I'm thinking from a combat perspective, it's just hard to come back and play some of these DS games, but you know, it's fun to look back and sort of see visually what these games looked like. So from a historical standpoint, I guess. It's hilarious to me for some reason. I don't know. I've always thought it funny that they have an acronym for Return to Castle. I mean, RTC. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just think it's funny that they're just like, let's RTC. It's especially funny whenever certain characters say it. Like, it's totally something I could see Axel saying, right? It's like, hey man, let's RTC. But like in a minute, like you know, I think the next character is Marluxia, and just the idea of Marluxia being like with his sort of swarmy voice, you know, that he has in the series, like let's RTC, it just or you know Vexen later on, or you know, because you get several characters that take you on these missions, and they all say it, and it's just funny to think about them saying it with their little voice actor. It's just, I don't know. I just found it amusing. Maybe nobody else does.
Hmm?
I guess being a nobody means you don't have tooth sensitivity, because just like Axel just bites. They all do this. They just bite the ice cream off. And I'm such an old man, but I always look at it and think, man, if I did that, it'd be so awful. You know, it's like ice cream, you like lick it or I don't know, or something, but like just to bite chunks of it off. Must be one of those perks of being a nobody. Yes, we have no hearts, but we can bite ice cream. Marluxia is such a early 2000s villain. I don't know. I don't want to say it's dated, because you know it's fine, but I don't know, the whole concept of the, you know, his character design, and I don't know, it's like, you know, with the scythe and the flowers. I don't know. It's just funny to me. I've always thought, you know, in Chain of Memories and Rechain of Memories, he made such a very likable, unlikable villain. I don't know if that makes. I'm not very good with coining my phrases or terming things now, but I mean, you know, like you kind of love to hate him type thing. Like he just kind of fit into that little role pretty well. Not not huge like major antagonist for the series vibes, but like as a one-off villain, like he definitely fit the role pretty well. I like how they sort of explain some lore building with the different Heartless's roles. It's not something I think they mention in like the main title games very much, but they do show it. Like most of the shadows don't really, or none of the shadows produce hearts, but they're still heartless. So this idea of emblem heartless being the only heartless that you could harvest hearts from. Oh gosh, I got like okay, what am I? So I forgot this game had status effects that some of the other ones don't really have, but I like the lore. That's one thing Kingdom Hearts is. I know people talk about how the story's big and convoluted. I've never really felt that way. I really like the investment that they gave to this world. Like it could have been just something like, well, they just all happen to be here, but they really take the time to sort of like build a world that I'm not going to use the word believable because it's not believable, but a world that feels like it was thought out and interconnected. Well, I think I'm going to stop here, and thank you so much for watching these videos. I hope that you enjoy the content. Again, this is sort of a one-off. I probably won't be playing any more of this game, but that's kind of what this channel is for. Is if the full Let's Plays are on my Preacher Plays channels, and then my other channel has reviews, Preacher Gamer. It has reviews, and it has top 10s, and it's got like analysis content on it, like retrospectives. And but sometimes I just wanted to have a place where I could put a video where there was no implied commitment that I would complete it. And so I kind of like having this Preacher Classics channel for that. And but again, thank you so much for watching. And check out those other channels for more content, and look for that top 10 video if it's not already out. It should be coming out soon. And as always, have a great day.